Good afternoon, everyone, and it's really great to be here. I hope you all are doing safe and doing well. My name is Mayur Dharmadhikari. I head the SS&C Intralinks business in India. Now, before I start speaking about what SS&C Intralinks is all about, let me try and help you understand what is the relevance of we being here and what value can we add to your business. Now, a lot has changed over the last 2 decades when we speak about business operations. Many businesses have gone global in nature. Teams have been distributed across cities and even countries. This has given a significant push to data sharing within the teams. Some of us are already using document management system, Google Drives, Dropbox. But the question is, can you restrict your data circulation within the team? Can you ensure that the data does not go to someone, an unintended participant? Can you ensure that the data can be revoked once the project is over? And this is even more important in today's time when we are being looked at as a fastest growing economy globally. When the foreign investments are on uptick, 2019 was a bumper year for us. Government initiatives in terms of privatizations and the India Data Protection Act just around the corner. So even before we speak about Intralinks, let's understand in today's context, what are the risks that we foresee? By not using a solution, something like an Intralinks, we have to ensure that all the data is shared within the selected participants. All this is a manual activity. Once you've shared an email to someone, once you've shared that document with that person, how do you ensure that this is not further circulated? This is a manual effort that you'll have to take. No control over documents or access or deletion of data. Once the project is over, how do you ensure that that information is not misused? How do you ensure that the data is deleted? Unauthorized printing, download and copying of information. We've read this in news multiple times that some information was circulated on a public cloud and the company had to bear a huge amount of loss because of that information being leaked. Some of this information could be proprietary technology information or even your customer data, which is business critical. Beyond that, we also have to ensure that the compliance and regulatory aspect also comes into play. Some industries like banking and financial industries have huge regulatory aspect that plays into role in terms of how the data is being circulated, how the data is being shared with other participants within and outside the bank. And with these free applications or other tools that we're speaking about, there is a lack of support. Who do we reach out to if we face a problem? If something is shared with someone, how do I speak? How do I get support? Who do I speak to? This all could lead to huge budget constraints when we're speaking about financial transactions or even information where we are sharing data within the teams. So why Intralinks and what does Intralinks do? Intralinks is a cloud platform that allows you to share business critical information within your teams and outside your organization while ensuring that you have complete control over your information. So as to who's accessing your information, how they are accessing your information, and till when they will be accessing your information. Intralinks was established in 1997, and in the last 24, 25 odd years that we've been in presence, we worked with all Fortune 500 companies, all Fortune 1000 companies. And we have more than 4 million active users on that platform that log in every month. Now, these companies that we're speaking about are the same corporate clients, same private equities, these investment bankers who trust us with their information, who know that we are a known brand in the industry and who are running multiple projects on our platform every now and then. We've transacted $33 trillion, $34 trillion of business till date. And this is predominantly because Intralinks does not use a public cloud. On the back end, it's Intralinks dedicated infrastructure that we have, which is an ISO certified, which is SOC 2 compliant, which is compliant with all data protection acts globally. And it also has more than 26 security certifications that, and it's audited by KPMGs and Big Fours of the world every year to ensure that our platform is penetration proof. We have an award-winning support that is there to help your team ensure that the project runs smoothly. We run more than 7,600, 8 to 10,000 transactions every year, M&A transactions, and we have 90,000 plus logins every day. That's how Intralinks is widely used. Now, while we speak that Intranets is a secure platform and is being used globally, what are the most common projects that are being run on these platforms? Capital raising, this could be private market or public market transactions. IPOs, while in 2017 and 18 we had seen a flurry of IPOs coming in the market, but I'm sure most of you will agree that this year is going to be a bumper year for capital market transactions. We have already seen some companies launching their IPOs, and the next 6 to 12 months are going to be very critical from this point of view. Deal marketing, wherever we are reaching out to potential investors to understand who is interested in that particular transactions, we have a dedicated platform that can help you with this particular phase. Mergers and acquisition, be it on the buy side, be it on the sell side, Intranets is a very known name over there. Asset reconstructions, with the number of reconstruction activities going in the market, this is one of the most popular use cases that we are seeing. Audits. Now, while audits were done physically, where auditor used to visit your office, since the time we hit lockdown, we've seen most of this activity turn virtual. And be it financial audit, legal, or IT, most of these audits are being run on some platforms like Intralinks. And this is also the feedback that we've received from some of the clients. This is not just helping save time, but also helping in optimizing cost. And some of the clients are banking clients who are using Intralinks solution to run their audit programs. Post-merger integration and internal collaboration. Internal collaboration use cases could vary from businesses to businesses. In some cases, it's a document repository, can be an R&D information being shared across teams, across countries, dossier information, clinical trial. One of the interesting use cases that I would like to share was a Bank of America use case. When we hit pandemic, Bank of America had a pool of funds that they were looking to disburse to businesses to support them. Now, while in a normal scenario, a client would have walked into a counter and filled up that form, submitted all the documents, but because of travel restriction, this was a challenge. So what we did is we created an entire workflow for Bank of America, wherein the form could have been submitted on the Intranets platform, the documents could be submitted to the Intranets platform, and the information flow happened as per the process that was defined by the Bank of America. This helped us to facilitate 500,000 loans during that particular time. And that is over and above the normal transactions that we run, the 8,000 transactions that I spoke about earlier. What makes Intralinks unique? Ease of use. Right? It doesn't matter whether you have a Windows or a Mac machine, a mobile, whether a mobile device or a tablet. Right? Intralinks is an add-on proof application. So you simply need a browser and an internet connection to access that information. As I said, it's device agnostic. You can have a tablet, you can have mobile phones. We have mobile application capabilities on Android and iOS with complete facilities. Plug-in free. You don't need to install anything on your laptop, anything on your machine or your browser to access this particular information. Rapid setup. Getting started is as simple as dragging and dropping the folder that you have in your machine to the browser, and it will automatically upload the data in the same fashion. Intranets platform supports files in their native format, so you don't have to bother about converting them into a TIFF format or a JPG format or any other format. We also have API integrations for processes that needs information to flow back to your system or to be pulled from your system. Speed. Intralinks uses Akamai technology to support data. This is the same technology that applications like Hotstar or Netflix use to ensure that the buffering is seamless. We use global internet for fast user access. This is even more important when we are speaking about investors or data being shared within China as a territory where internet access is limited. We have decision empowering tools like reporting, analytics, faster enablement of Q&A, and so on. So not just sharing of data, Intranets platform is also helping you understand how your data is being consumed and by who it's being consumed. The entire platform is audit trailed from the time the data is uploaded till the time that access is being revoked. From a support point of view, each project will have a dedicated project manager, a 24/7 support team that can be reached out through a toll-free number, through an email, or even an inbuilt chat functionality from within the interface with an SLA of 8 seconds. We support 140 languages, over 140 languages, including Hindi, to ensure that each and every user of the Intranets platform get the support within the working timeframes, regardless of which region they are, and in the required language. Speaking about security, while I touched on it earlier from an ISO certification point of view, or SOC 2 point of view, we have more than 450 successful audits that we've run till date and with a 100% pass rate. We don't use any third-party technology to encrypt your information or to protect your information. This is a proprietary technology that Intralinks has built, and it helps to ensure and encrypt your information to ensure that it's shared with the respective people. Not just that, right? When we say that I'm sharing a file with you, how do we revoke access? So revoking capabilities are an inbuilt technology of Intralinks, which actually enables you to revoke access of a user even of downloaded files. So if you share a file with me, if I've downloaded that file to a local machine, within few clicks, I can revoke access, and the file that was downloaded on the local machine will be rendered as inaccessible. So while Intralinks is a known name in the virtual data room space, but we are not just restricted to data room services. We support the entire deal life cycle and many other projects. So starting from your deal preparation, where you're trying to collate data, different teams are uploading data across places. So there is a dedicated platform for that. Deal marketing, when you're trying to reach out to potential investors to understand who will be interested in your project, that particular phase. Due diligence, which is the core aspect of our platform. Not just restricting over there, but even after closing the deal, the post-merger integration, there is a dedicated platform to ensure that the integration is seamless between companies. And there's also a dedicated buy-side interface, which not just allows you to look at data, but it also, with the help of AI and machine learning, it helps you categorize that data in the format that you want it, in the structure that you want it. It helps you assign it to a subject matter expert who is then going to look at that data and also track the progress of each team to ensure that you hit the timelines of the project. These are some clients that we've worked with over the last 8 odd years we've been in the country. The idea was just to give you a glimpse of the platform in terms of what it is and how we are relevant for this particular audience. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me now, or you can reach out to the team on the mentioned details. Sorry, Diksha, in the interest of time, I kept it short. Any questions there?